Hi, my name is Shane. I love Pokemon. I'm gay. I'm 26. I've been playing this game for 20 years.
I'm Mathew Rodriguez. I love Pokemon. I'm also queer.
So basically, I have a case for why I think every single of the original 150 Pokemon are queer in some respect.
I'm here to listen to the case and react.
Okay, first up, let's start with like the Pokemon of all Pokemon, Pikachu.
Pikachu's straight.
You think Pikachu's straight? Pikachu wouldn't fit in a Pokeball, let alone your gender paradigm.
Pikachu is the icon of this mega capitalist machine, and he's internalized these body image things about being thin, because if you notice, since he came out
That's real.
in Pokemon Red and
That's
Blue,
real.
he gets consecutively thinner.
You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Okay, that's in our world. In the Pokemon world, Pikachu has always just kind of done whatever they want.
Straightly.
I think that Pikachu would anything.
Well, I mean, I've met plenty of straight people who
Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur reads to me as been dating his first boyfriend for 6 years. They're engaged, prefers brunch over nightclubs.
Bulbasaur is a vegan lesbian.
You're 100% right.
Plant Mother Earth, you know? Do you want me to give this?
I concede. I completely concede. Squirtle.
I think Squirtle was trapped by toxic masculinity.
Yeah. Is it squirting turtle or squirrel
So
turtle?
I think it's both. I think it's like a triple entendre. It's three things, which is queer.
It's
So
extremely queer.
The sunglasses are toxic masculinity. That's
He's
like the
trying so
DL
hard.
Squirtle on Grindr, who's like with his torso.
It's just like a turtle body with a little squirrel.
Yeah.
Charmander. How do you feel about Charmander?
Oh, he's gay. Charmander's actually like a soft gay. He's like, Char. Like, checks in with his mom a lot. Charmeleon owns a harness, but like Charizard is like in the back room. End of sentence.
Snorlax is a literal bear.
Oh, Snorlax is gay. He's definitely nurturing. His body's a pillow. He's a filthy whore.
Clefairy's into some freaky shit.
Well, you know how Clefairy is into freaky shit? She always has those dark circles under her eyes. And I'm like, girl, what have you been up all night doing? Girl.
They do only come out at night.
Yeah, and like, you need to get a little bit of cream because you are circuiting too much.
I also think that the fact that Clefairy in the story is from the literal moon
Right.
is a very queer thing.
I would go to bat for like a femme non-binary Clefairy.
Who's very into kink.
Like Jigglypuff is a dom and Clefairy is a sub.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Jigglypuff though? Look at this attention queen. She always has her microphone. This is the karaoke gay who's always like at 11 p.m. after you've been like drinking and she's like, let's go to karaoke. And you're like, Connor, we're not gonna do that. Oh my God, she's the choir
she's
gay.
a choir gay.
Oh my God, she's Kurt from Glee.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
Mr. Mime?
Mr. Mime is straight.
Look at him! If I have a case for any Pokemon, a like real case, it's probably Mr. Mime. I feel Mr. Mime is in the closet. In the game, all of Mr. Mime's techniques are defensive. All of his moves are like light screen,
This got real
safeguard,
deep.
reflect, and he like doesn't really
More
talk.
like deflect, am I right?
Yeah! Miming masculinity, because that's not who he really is, but he feels like he has to put up this front.
Okay, this is the first time that you've actually sold me. He does have built-in knee pads.
You see my point?
How dirty can we get?
As dirty as you want.
Can we talk about the cum that is dripping out of Gloom's mouth all the time?
Gutter whore!
Sex positivity, it's fine. I'm just saying, girl, wipe your mouth.
Oh, bitch. Jinx.
Let's talk about Jinx.
Jinx, I get that you're new to drag. Blackface is not okay.
Well, they changed Jinx's face to be purple because the
They
original
did.
Jinx was racist and had a black face.
100%, yeah. In the research I was doing for this video, I like found early versions of Jinx, and then as time went on, they turned her purple.
But Jinx is definitely a drag queen.
100% in drag. King Meowth.
I don't think Meowth is gay. He's extra, but he's like straight people extra. He's definitely a white gay if he's gay.
Meowth, that's
We
right.
can't-
I would give you this much. I think Team Rocket as a whole is super gay, and Meowth is probably the least gay of the three.
James is the gayest.
James is so gay and beautiful. Rock that lavender wig. I don't give a f.
Jesse's hair was unrealistically long.
Like the alien monster from Alien.
Staryu, agender.
Agender.
What I also love is that Staryu and Starmie look feminine, but the voice they have is super masculine. Have you ever heard their voice? It's like, yeah! But they're so pretty. I'm on board with you with this
It's
one.
beautiful. Dugtrio, the original queer throuple.
But can we also talk about the Alolan Dugtrio that had wigs on?
It also reminds me of Hanson.
The thing about the Machop, Machoke, Machamp thing, Machop is like the newbie to the gym. He takes like those Instagram photos.
He's an Insta-gay.
Monday motivation. And then Machoke is really the Insta-gay who's like muscled up, but still has an appropriate amount of limbs. Machamp is truly going to IML weekend.
He has an Equinox membership.
Not even just a workout, he goes right to the shower.
He couldn't muscle up enough, so he like grew extra arms and can me up with all 4 of them.
Shane, is this video about how you're sexually attracted to Pokemon? Is this you coming out as sexually attracted to Pokemon?
Moving on to Gastly. How do you feel about Gastly? Gastly's clearly gay.
No, wait, are you ready? Gastly is John Waters, like that older,
Yes!
gay bachelor who's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. I think of Gastly Hunter Gengar. Gastly is the gayest, and that he actually like
for sure.
evolves to be straighter. You want to Gastly?
I've loved Gastly since I was a little boy. Was always and still is one of my favorite Pokemon.
Still hasn't denied America. He still hasn't denied that he wants to Pokemon.
Dragonair. What a queen.
High
femme
femme.
beauty.
10s across the board. Opulence. You own everything.
I would Dragonair. I know what I'm about, don't kink shame me. Evie. We love a verse queen.
Eevee's not verse, she's boring. All of the evolutions are gay. Eevee is not gay. But everything that Eevee becomes is beautiful. Maybe Eevee is a metaphor for being in the closet, but everyone else peaks in high school, and then gay people are like, oh no bitch, I'm gonna peak later.
And then you're
Eevee.
extra as Yeah, Evie's definitely in high school, and
Oh my God,
everyone's
is
like,
Eevee
are
a
you
twink?
gay?
Oh my God.
100%. Gyarados.
Not gay.
Super gay. Okay, hear me out. Gyarados stayed in the closet for a really long time as Magikarp and was thus like very stilted, which is why Magikarp is always like. And then Gyarados came out, is now pissed and angsty as and ready to get in a fight with his aunt in the comments of a Facebook post. I don't
Though if he were, you can call him Gyarados.
Butterfree. Beautiful trans woman.
Beautiful, gorgeous. And when you are having problems in the beginning of a game, Butterfree beats all of the early
Butterfree
gym
is that
leaders for
bitch.
you.
Psy.
Psyduck is super gay.
Such high anxiety.
Psyduck would tweet so much about his anxiety.
Psyduck doesn't know how to be okay.
He's one of those people who always has a problem.
How do you feel about Zubat?
Are you f***ing kidding me? Zubat is straight.
Zubat reads to me as a high-pitched twink. There's a lot of screaming. There's so many.
Straight.
They travel in packs.
Straight.
So annoying. So straight.
You know how you know they're straight? They're everywhere, like straight people. Like constantly trying to get away from them. Walking through the cave of life.
If you take 3
Like,
steps,
God
boom,
damn it, another straight person. Some people are just straight and it's not their fault. They were born that way.
I don't buy it. I think all the legendary birds are very queer. Very
They're like
remote and
old
alone.
queens who are still friends and they all talk to each other on the phone.
They're the golden girls.
Moltres is Rose, Zapdos is Blanche, and Articuno is Dorothy.
Sophia can be Lydia. Since I was a little boy, I've always felt that Mewtwo was queer.
Mewtwo and Mew are both queer.
Yeah. I think like Mewtwo's whole storyline is about like, I was told that this is the thing that I'm supposed to be my entire life. And I'm incredibly gifted, but I don't want to use my gifts the way that you're telling me to, Dad.
100%.
Mewtwo has daddy issues.
He's also thick.
That's true. Mewtwo's a thick
Mewtwo
bitch.
is thick.
And with that, let's wrap this up. I feel like Pokemon definitely helped me as a little boy get comfortable with my gayness before I knew I was gay.
I mean, I played all the games and loved the anime and stuff. I mean, I was a huge fan of Misty and stuff like that. Like, there were a lot of great female characters to latch on to. Not all the animes were into, like, the friendship thing.
Yeah.
The thing I responded to in Pokemon and Digimon was that it was about, like, this gang of people working together.
So I stand firm in my belief that I think all Pokemon are queer in one respect or another.
I believe Pokemon sexuality is a spectrum, and then there's some that are, like, queer but wouldn't label themselves as such.
Yeah. There's a lot of like non-binary.
There's, like, a lot of, like, Kinsey 2s.
They're all on the spectrum. We can agree on that.
Yeah. Mewtwo threw the first brick at Stonewall. That's what I'm saying.